Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy here and I've got a little unboxing, and I can actually say it is an unboxing because it's in a box. Usually in baggins. Well, my last one yesterday was an unboxing, but the boxes were way too big and heavy to bring in, so I did them. I got them out first. I couldn't cope with that. So this is an order of crochet hooks and a couple of little extra bits from the Tulip variety. They've been very popular, the Tulip hooks, over on Hobby Rocks, and I was selling out, so I decided to get a few bits and pieces, and I wanted to give these things a try for myself. Now these are tulip knitting needles on a cord, and so many of them actually are those kind of look like drinking straws, you know what I mean, but plastic, and they don't work too well, so I wanted to give these ones a whirl. So I got this one, which is a bit of a biggie. It's a 12 millimeter, and this one again is a 12 millimeter. So I've got some for me and some to put on my website. So that's these, and let's see what it says about them on the back. Circular knitting needles features, hang on guys, rotary cable prevents twisting, exceptionally smooth cable needle join. This flexible cable is even great for magic loop knitting. This sharp needle point makes knitting comfortable, and it's made of high quality bamboo. Now I'm not really keen on ones that have got a very long point, so that's probably because when I learn on, you know, basic old knitting needles that didn't have really heavy points. So sometimes I find that a little bit distracting, but I'm going to give them a go and let you know what I think, and put some up on my site because I did buy a couple. And I decided to get this for kids. They had some a couple of little things. This is called Etimo Kids Grand Chan Set. You can learn crochet quickly while having fun. It's called the Etimo Grand Hook. So there it is. There's this big old hook, and you've got this little gizmo. Let's see if it shows you too much on the other side. Probably hard to see, but I thought I'd get a couple. It's got some little darning needles in there as well. It's kind of got a kit of everything. Can't really see what else is in there. It's got a big hook. It's got some yarn in there, little pink ball of yarn in there. Like the way it assumes that you want pink. Anyway, it's like a little gizmo, and it's for children to learn. So isn't that cool? There we go. I've got a couple of those, I think, and a little delivery note. Like I said, I got a couple of these, and this one's a 4 millimeter. The reason I got a 4 millimeter and a 12 is I wanted to try and see what it was like with big thick yarn, and I've got some really thick yarn. And I'm knitting at the moment that top for Gemma that I've shown you on previous videos, and the next hook, sorry, not hook, oh, it's a force of habit, the next needle size that I have to go to is a 4. So I thought if I got 4s, then I could see if I like it. Now it's not a mega long one, I didn't need it to be mega long, but there we go. So I'm going to give them a try, see if I like them. And then I got crochet hooks, and there's quite a lot in here. Now I do have on my website Hobby Rocks Tulip Etimos in gold. I'm not sure I've got any rose. I thought I did, but mostly I got the red ones because they were new and I wanted some for me, and so I can't get them out, guys. I don't want to damage the boxes because they're nicely boxed. There we go. So there we are. I've got quite a lot of crochet hooks. So I have 6.5, because I did get another 6.5. We've got size 4s and 3.5. Got loads. I'm going to put them in the bag when I have them out, and you can see. But obviously, you know, these are not that cheap to me to buy, but they are really, really lovely. These are the hooks that are my go-to hooks from now on. So this is a 5 and a 6, and I think I was out of stock of those, so I figured I'd best get some. A lot of people have asked me to try and find some metal hooks for the larger sizes, and I'm going to try 3.5 and another 5. I might actually add to my own set. I do have them in sets as well on the website. 350 and another 6. Tried to buy a few of each so that they wouldn't go out of stock so quick. 650 and a 450, my favourite size. I always seem to end up with 450s when I'm using DK yarn. It's my favourite go-to. 4 and another 6. And we're getting near the end. Let's have a look. What we got? 550s, 450, 550 and 5s. And my last one is a 550. So there we go. Big bag of loose crochet hooks. So yeah, I've got the Etimos in gold, the Etimos in rose, and the Etimos in red. But the reason I like the red is that I kind of tend to crochet quite fast, and quite often I'm doing it when I'm watching TV and I don't really want to keep looking at it. And if I'm using the rose, which were my favourite hooks a little while ago, I tend to get like the hook just, it flies off. My stitch just flies off the end while I'm getting a bit too quick, or if I'm getting tired and my hands are starting to like, not droop, that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Then I kind of, they're so shiny, it just goes. So these ones, they're not quite as shiny, but they are still ultra smooth. So they glide more than slide, if you know what I mean. You can see that they're kind of a matte finish, but they're still silky, soft and smooth to use. So yeah, they're now my go-to, and I think a lot of people wanted to try them, so I kind of got a bit sold out of a few. So I will be putting those up and replenishing the stock on there. But this is the intriguing thing. I thought I'd got 2 of these, but there's 1 in there. Could have sworn that I did get 2. I will have to check that because I'm sure there was 2. But yeah, doesn't seem to be 2 in the box. Maybe they only had 1. But yeah, isn't that cute for a child? I can remember learning still. I can still remember sitting there with my mum as a very little girl, learning. And yeah, all those years ago. It's something that, you know, it's really nice to actually do with your mum or your gran, isn't it? But you've got little patterns in there as well, I think. That's cool, fun. Well, I hope you like these. I will let you know how I get on. I mean, obviously this is the first one I'll try, but yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to get on with these. I didn't get on with the pony ones that I had, but there you go, they are not the most expensive. But as I say, I'm not usually one that has these Sharpie points, although when you get a smaller size, that point's not going to be such a big thing, because it isn't, how am I going to put this, I tend to knit at the end of my needle, like the way I hold it is like an old lady does. I suppose I'm approaching that myself, and I kind of put it in, it's not like a massive I don't push it all the way in, yarn round, take it off. I kind of just like, I'm in, and as I put it in, I loop my I loop my yarn round and it's gone. So I tend to go at the end of the needle, which means if they're very, very tapered and long, then my stitches are smaller than the hook's needle size, not hook size. They're smaller than the needle size because I'm knitting at the very end where that's tapered and thin. So that's not good for me. If I was the sort of knitter that shoved it in yarn and hooked it off. But I learnt to knit when I learnt to crochet when I was a little girl by my mum, who was very old school, and so I hold my knitting the way she did, and I hold my crochet the way she did. So they might not work out for me. The smaller one might do, but these ones, I'll probably be doing my knitting around this area here, which is not the right thickness. Her old knitting needles, her old Millwoods, have very dull points. Probably got wore away the amount she used them, but those are the ones I tend to use. Anyway, hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and they'll be uploaded sometime today, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.